Hi friends, good week. Vladimir here with you. This is the weekly review for the first week of December, the last month of 2011. Well, many things are going on the markets, many speculations about Europe, about their crisis, about the debt, about QE number 3 from Bernanke, possible QE number 3, about the swap cut of US dollar rate between the central banks, and about possible interventions from other banks, such as the Swiss bank. Again, well, all this just promises us very speculative months. And the only thing to remember is that this is the last month. Normally, in this month, we have rallies, right? Normally, end of year rallies. But with all the crisis worldwide, could it happen? As for now, still all speculations, but let's see how the market will react for the next decisions from the leaders. On Thursday, we're going to have interest rate decision in Europe and Britain. How is that going to affect the market? Until all that happens and until we have more clearer news, we have several trades to take and several things to look for as possible trades. So let's begin. Aussie franc is the first one, the pair riding the 20 MA, breaking the last resistance, make the false break up and down, then up again, and now continue divergence. We have clear divergence here. The higher the pair goes from now, it might be to 0.9540, it could be maybe to 0.9630. As higher it goes from here, it should make the whole return down for the opposite boundary band. So we started to attack on our club. We started to attack based on investor style, just from this resistance, the 0.9440, and we will be looking for the opposite boundary band of the Bollinger Band. If it will have some issues around the 20 MA and maybe opposite divergence, then we should consider to take the money and get out. Until then, we will be looking for this pair to make down move. Be careful, as possible intervention from the central bank of Swiss might happen, and if that happens, just get out of this trade, because if it happens, we do not know how far could the franc pairs go, and in this case we will just close the sales. Stay tuned for that. The next pair we are looking for is the euro against the New Zealandian, as it has very amazing situation, rare situation. Daily move, a flag. Now it should continue lower, and my expectations tells me that it should go around the 171 or even a little lower, around the 170. And if it happens, we might have just amazing 4-hour divergence, as you can see, right? And we might have also daily daily hidden divergence, daily bullish hidden divergence from this low, this trend line, to this low. We can see possible hidden divergence here and on MACD, which might take the pair higher than. So just look for the 4-hour divergence, and with bullish candle pattern on one of the mentioned levels and the daily trend line, look for a buy with the bullish candle pattern, hammer, engulfing, or whatever it is. This pair begins to look amazing. I expect this pair to reach the opposite boundary band of the 4-hour Bollinger Bands as well. So that will be my target. This is Euro New Zealandian. The next pair would be, believe it or not, Pound New Zealandian, and the same story. On daily chart, we have clear, as you can see, trend line. We have also, as you can see here, support area, right? That's a support area, and we have one little lower and one little lower than that. All these are support areas. We might have also hidden bullish divergence that should take us up. On a 4-hour chart, that would be the time to look for this buy opportunity. If it makes lower move, look to buy here, right around the support, around the trend line, to buy here with target at the opposite boundary band of the Bollinger's. The next pair is the euro dollar majors, and that's going to be interesting. The euro dollar, based on the daily chart, might make the last down move. If it does make the last down move, we will be looking for 131.70 as the target. If it breaks this level, we are going lower when we are going all the way back to the support, meaningful support around 129.50. The daily chart, if it makes the down move, is going to create for us a divergence, and if it does, friends, that's probably the best opportunity to buy the euro. But so far it's too early. What might happen here as well, despite the bearish signs, is totally retrace. And how we will determine that? We have a resistance here around the 135.40. If it managed to stop, cross up this resistance, and cross up daily RSI, it's a 50 level up, it should take the pair all the way up again to around the 136.50, 137, or even, well, which will be actually around the daily upper boundary of the Bollinger Band. So we have two scenarios, bearish and bullish. For bullish, we have to look for a break on daily chart with RSI 50 break up on daily chart. For bearish move, we go down all the way back to 4-hour charts, and we take a look on this trend line. Once it will be broken, if it will be broken, that might be the sell opportunity. That's for the euro dollar. Now the next pair we have to discuss about is the euro Canadian. Also very beautiful pair, which has here down move, strong down move, continuing divergence on 4-hour charts. Only question of time until it's going to happen. Let's see how we are going to join. Based to the duplication on the Bollinger Bands, daily Bollinger Bands, it should take us to this trend line, or actually the support area, right? Just around 135, maybe even a little lower. We have also a support just right here, and that's why the pair is fighting this area. Everything could happen here, a breakdown to the lower end area and a strong up move. So we will have two scenarios. If it does going lower, we will be looking to buy on the daily trend line and support, with the 4 hours continuing divergence, of course, all the way back to the opposite boundary of the Bollinger Band. Scenario number 2 will go and provide us the next situation. Trend line, if it will break the trend line up, plus the break of the 50 level of the RSI up, that's our buy, and if it happens, we will be aiming 137.50 as target number 1, and target number 2 of our will be 138.30. That's for euro Canadian. Alright, let's continue to the next pair, dollar Canadian. Also very interesting situation after the news in Canada. The Canadian dollar just loses its strength, and now we have, well, confusing situation. Based on daily chart, the real support is around the parity level. It just crossed the 50 RSI as well, but we have a bullish hammer. So what's about to happen? That's why we have two scenarios. If it goes lower, we will be looking for this divergence to complete itself around the parity, maybe even a little lower. If it goes higher and successfully break this area around the 102, successfully close above, and RSI will cross the 50, we will then most likely will aim all the way the 4 hours opposite boundary band of the Bollinger Band. Pay attention that we have a stiff resistance around 102.70, which might be target number 1. That's for dollar Canadian. If it breaks higher about 102, we should look for the buy with a close above these areas as target with the upper boundary band of the Bollinger Bands for our charts. If it goes lower, we will be looking for completing the divergence around the parity level or even little lower for the next strong buy. And the euro yen, another interesting pair we have just right here. The resistance hold it after the news in Friday, and now we have this trend line. A break below this trend line should open the doors, of course with the 50 breakdown, should open the doors for the further move down. 103.30 will be should be target number 1. Target number 2 could stay open. I just want to remind you, investors sell the euro yen with stop loss at 108 and target at 95. Too ambitious? Maybe, but it means that the investor, the hedge trader, also expect the euro yen to go down. So the break below the mentioned area should and could take the pair for the lower lows. Alright, so that's what we have for the upcoming week. We have also Euro Australian as possible trade, but well, I would say I prefer to concentrate on the Euro Kiwi and Pound Kiwi, because from my point of view they both look better. But for Euro Australian we also have a support around the 130, and if it manages to go a little lower and create and complete 4 hours divergence there, it might be just an amazing buy. Target, guess, opposite boundary of the Bollinger Bands. Why? Well, that's the rules after such strong ride as we just have had. Alright friends, so that's for the upcoming week. The last thing I just want to finish with is the oil. Oil has a divergence, clear divergence. It has a resistance around 102, it has a resistance higher around 103.50 and higher around 105, 106. The daily chart has a divergence. It's not a question at all. The only question is when it's going to stop. On 4-hour charts we also have a divergence. So a stop around one of the mentioned resistances could be just the final way for the oil. The alternative sell will be break below this trend line, or actually break below the stiffest support it had the last period, 99. That might open the doors for oil for lower, further down move, and that's what we will be looking for. If it managed to rise higher, we will be looking to sell after divergence is completed with bearish candle patterns on the next mentioned highs. So that's what we have for the upcoming week. The market is waiting for the leaders well, to find some solutions for the crisis, the debt crisis. And please don't forget, we're getting closer to holiday period. We have Christmas soon, we have New Year soon. The volumes will begin to go lower and lower and lower soon. And my suggestion, my high recommendation is start closing your trading period for the 2011 year. Well, I would say around 15, 16, maybe 19, 20, not more, of December. No need to fight the markets. No need to fight the markets when the volumes are low. Friend, thank you very much for watching this video. I wish you a beautiful week, beautiful profits, beautiful trading. Look for the trades we just discussed, and as they are looking the best. Thank you very much once again. Beautiful week. Enjoy this one. Yours, Vladimir. Bye bye.